Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. We're focusing in on a viewer question we got in, and that was asking about how to handle the psychopath at work. And I really felt for her inquiry, and she said essentially that she is desperate and to please address a video topic on that. So we're going to address that in this video. And I believe she mentioned that the co-worker colleague at her workplace is a female. So it's in essence really how to handle a psychopath at work. And I've done a number of other videos on this topic, but I want to go in a little bit more in depth on this. Realize that the psychopath has a pathological need for attention. They also have a extreme lack of empathy. So it means that they really are very cold, callous, or hot-tempered when it comes to disclaiming and discrediting other people who are in the work environment. And oftentimes they want to devalue them and really destroy them professionally because really the psychopath, because they can't connect with others, oftentimes they get a satisfaction from causing trouble, causing chaos, and causing problems, and especially causing fights. So especially the female psychopath has an agenda. An agenda means it's a calculated, deliberate sort of structure, or objective that they're going to have at the end of their targeting. So they have an agenda in mind, whether it's to cause disruption, get people fired. Namely, it is going to be to get people very distracted. Again, there's a pathological sense. There's a feeling of a palpable tension in the air. I almost feel it can be what is known as telekinetic, which it means people want to move away. They just don't want to be around this person. They feel a sense of attention towards this person, but it's very distracting, and they can't focus on their work. They feel there's something alluring about this individual. There's something about their energy that just tends to draw you in, and it's usually very negative energy. It's not positive, uplifting, friendly, supportive, things of that nature. It's generally very distracting. And even if they're working, there can be a little bit of suspiciousness or hypervigilance that you feel you need to attend to because this person is operating oftentimes very aggressively and without a sense of conscience. So it means that they are definitely putting together games, mind games, even moving things around in the office that tend to disrupt people. They tend to do very strange behaviors. Scratch things on walls, leave strange pieces of paper places, move things, and the way that they use their body can be very distracting. They tend to do very mind manipulative and physically manipulative acts with their body, just the way that they stand, the way that they position a chair, the way they position a picture. It's all very calculated and very deliberate to create this pathological attention on them. And it's very difficult to focus. So number one, we can focus in on all day on the problems of the psychopath in the workplace. But you do need to become aware of it, and you do need to document things, and you do need to protect yourself. One thing that this person will do is that because they have no morals, they really have no problem identifying who is for them and who is against them. And they really categorize people as such and will use people to get what they want, and then they will devalue and discard them. So again, it's very part of a deliberate calculating method. And you'll see them cross very, very severe professional boundaries. People who they shouldn't be talking to, they're right in their office, they're sitting provocatively, they are getting in with the buddies, people who they can rub elbows with, shoulder to shoulder, belly to belly, toe to toe, who they can get information from. It is very calculated. It is very deliberate. So these people are looking for access to people, things, information, top secret information, things like that. They really covet and they really go after positions where they can be in like that and have these inroads. And furthermore, they have no loyalty to that person who they're using or abusing. Yet that person is completely blind to what is going on. They have no clue, no key to what's going on. They have no idea that they're giving away the keys to the castle when this great employee, who is so funny, laughable, charming, good-looking, intelligent, all these quote unquote positive qualities, but that's the mask. You're not really seeing it. It's meant as a decoy to keep you distracted from really what's going on underneath. And they're very underhanded especially in the workplace. And so when it comes to stealing things like information, documents, bank accounts, things of this nature, I would not put it past them. Because the psychopath has no sense of conscience, they have no sort of guilt, they have no sort of regret, and they don't really kind of learn from their behavior. So you see this like repeated again and again, and it becomes almost impossible to work in close quarters with this type of individual. And I think that's what this girl is dealing with. So and we can do more videos on this as well, because there's a lot to this topic. But for one, I want you to understand that this person approaches her work with a much different approach than the normal or healthy person. In other words, you want to grow yourself professionally, you want to grow your skills, you want to, climb the ladder, or you want to stay put, whatever it is. You just want to do a good job. And most generally and most emphatically, you want to behave in an ethical manner. For a lot of people, causing trouble at the workplace is your ticket out of there. You don't sleep around in the office. I mean, that's cardinal rule number one. That's just asking for trouble. I mean, it's like asking, for trouble on a silver platter. It's just going to be an issue. So realize that this psychopath will look at, will look at the workplace differently. So rather, you are approaching it with a degree of laying a foundation for yourself, a political or a professional foundation. You're looking to learn the system, learn the ropes, learn the job, do a good job, and act according to the rules, to be a good company person, to be a good organizational member, and to well represent yourself and not misrepresent yourself, to do what is called ethical behavior at work, operate with high integrity. In other words, meaning, your reputation is paramount and you would not do anything to tarnish or taint that. And so this person oftentimes is trying to lure you, seduce you, and tempt you into making these baffles, into making these squabbles, causing trouble, causing issues where you would lose it. And, this is where I call, the telekinetic influence becomes where people really have literally been forced or feeling like they want to do these strange things which they never have done before with their body. They might want to leave the workplace suddenly. They might suddenly feel like they want to start smoking or, drinking or doing strange things in the office, where they physically feel the presence of this person, and you can almost feel where they're directing you to look. So they have a very directive sort of energy about them, where you're not operating by your own volition anymore. Their volition, basically, their will is taking you over. So you need to get back into your affirmations. You need to really calm your emotions down. You need to do deep breathing, where you're really opening up all the channels of your body, all the energy centers, and really opening up your chest, opening up your larynx, being able to breathe, and just coming from a real state, excuse me, of what I'm going to say, neutrality. You need to come from a very dispassionate, neutral position, which means you're not feeling one way or another way emotionally about this person. You're not judging them. You're not saying this person is getting my attention, this person is so this person is so that, where you're reacting. You need to cease that 100%. So you need to stop reacting at all. Even when they talk to you, do not mutter a word. Do not speak to them. Do not give any eye contact to them. Do not look at their presence. Turn your body away from them. Identify the distraction that comes around, the various behaviors, the opening and closing of things, the rattling, the various things that they're doing with their emails or their texting, or the things that you can notice that are really against company policy that you see right in your eyes. Be able to document and make note of this. but really look at ways of shielding yourself, turning your body away from this individual, not looking at them in the eyes, not responding to things that they say. And if things get really out of hand, where they're really making you feel uncomfortable, realize you have to be in control of your comfort, and you need to know how to understand. And really to deal with this person is to understand that this is a professional manipulator, and that this person deliberately and calculates ways at kind of throwing off the environment. They know that they have a very sort of toxic influence. And so when you're around this individual, make sure you have a place where you can go to focus and be undisturbed. See if you can turn on some soft music, something which helps you kind of seclude yourself and gives yourself some structure and boundaries in the work environment. So you're not seduced into the allure of going off track and paying more attention to them and their negative influence and their attempts to derail you and to get you off of really your destiny and your purpose, which is to know that there's a lesson in this relationship which is meant to be learned, and that is strengthening within yourself. Peace and harmony with you here today. I hope these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support. And we'll have more on this topic soon.